Good morning. Hope you're well. It is May 1st, beginning of the month. I'm going to review my one and done trade for today on SPY, trading 0-day options. Pretty low volume, choppy morning this morning. I could have waited, but I saw a setup and I didn't want to just leave it alone. If you see a good setup, go for it. So, started with this. Well, actually, I didn't actually chart that right away. This purple one is the first one I charted. My color coordination is usually purple first, just because of how this is set up. So, charted this little purple support right here, duplicated up here, ended up respecting it perfectly on that little move up. We did have data at 9:45 as well as 10. So, potential for a short could have been at the top of this with a stop above purple, but it was early, choppy, or a break of this white channel I drew also, but I was a little more patient than that. Came down, didn't quite grab that shoulder here that had built, so then I drew this more mellow bullish channel and came up, broke purple, so it could have gone long here. That was definitely an option for this little bit of shoulder in his head, but tight range, so didn't do that one either. Right up this white channel, and then we had our, let's see, okay, so data at 9:45 didn't really do anything. Respect to the top of this yellow, so it depends on where you put the top of this. Oops. I had it here, kind of went above it. This is the very top of that wick, so it didn't make it there, but respect to the top of that yellow more or less. So could have taken another put up here, trying to just trade in the channel ranges, which is viable. Early in the morning for me, I'm not as confident with these, so that's why I'm not just doing back and forth. And I only have one trade to take, so one trade, one contract right now at this point. So I was waiting for was basically breaking this yellow down here potentially for puts, but I was also kind of waiting to see maybe if it broke it, and then I'd get it on a retest, just because if it came down too quick, which it ended up doing. Your risk to reward's pretty low to low a day there. And then I was also thinking about the data at 10. So it did break here. I took it on the paper account. I closed out a couple here, and then I tried to close some here, and it actually filled me up here. So those weren't good for the paper account, but it worked. If I was trading with real money, I would have had to get out of more sooner. But sometimes you can take advantage of those news candles. Sometimes they'll go against you, but yeah. So that's typically why I try not to trade through news. If I'm already in a position, then I'm just ready to close it right away if I get a candle in my favor. So yeah, at that point I completed the inverse cup, and I drew this green channel. So kind of just grinding, wedging, and building all this liquidity. I think the volume's lower today. I'm not too sure why, but it's pretty low volume. So came back up, and should I just move that? Whoops. Yeah, let me move that back. See what I was looking at. Came back up and retested the top of that channel. So at this point, I'm thinking inverse cup. It's coming up. It's rejecting this liquidity up here, and it didn't break. Let's see this green that I'd drawn then, right here. And once it had broken this white, which was this kind of the steepest bullish channel, I got puts. So, my entry on these. 10:07 to 10:12. So, I think that, yeah, that's the 10:07 candle. So I got a pretty good fill on them. It was walls up here. It was still pretty green. Got those, and it was just such a slow grind. Very slow and grindy. What I was looking for take profits, it's just one contract, so it makes it very tricky. I was hoping for low of day or bottom of this green channel, and why I'd take profits sooner than that. One, if it broke this red, which it did pretty quickly, so that wasn't one. And then another one could be if we get a green candle. These candles are painstakingly slow and flipping back and forth a bit, so tough to hold this one, but I did have one and I actually did close it on this candle. So had the green candle. Let me see, actually. Well, I think. Yeah, so it was on this candle. Had a green candle, did break this purple and closed it. I actually got a pretty good fill on it down here. So it was actually, percentage-wise, it's good. So 18% on that one. 18 or 20, somewhere right around there. I'll show you the chart or the count. So from here, just to here, if I had 2 contracts, I would have closed one there. Actually, realistically, I closed that first one sooner. So just trading one contract is helping me to hold that first position longer. But yeah, because ideally this would be where you'd want to close, where I'd like to close that first one. So if I had 2, close one here, and then potentially you just do a break even on the other one, which is fine because then sometimes that one runs and sometimes it just breaks even. So or you could say, you know, on this next candle as it's breaching the top of this candle, you'd close it for just a smaller profit, maybe 10% there. But yeah, with the one contract, that's what I had to do. So there we are, little green day. That's all we need. Stack them up, and then once IV is a little bit lower, we'll be able to trade 2 contracts. And if I'm trading later in the day, of course I can trade 2 with yeah, because contracts get quite a bit cheaper towards the end of the day. It does get a little bit more risky, but the move like yesterday, that happened actually after I did my video, but it would have been you'd had to have pretty good confidence in your channels yesterday to have grabbed it, but it did do what it, oh, I deleted all of them. You can kind of see it here though, this resistance. It did break it right here, and you have a shoulder here, you have a head. It's just a lot of chop before there, so you've got to have pretty strong conviction about that one. And it even the top of these 2 wicks are actually this exact same the exact same degree of angle. So this was, of course, on dailies, this is a 500%, maybe even 1,000% move. So yeah, if you're trading late in the day, you really don't need much capital, but it is more risky because they can go the other way just as fast. All right, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Thanks, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money. Sticks around. See you tomorrow. Peace out.